Guys, NerdGlory here and welcome back to Plants and Zombies Heroes, the last of all seasons, season number 10, Hack Decks tournament, guys. Now, before the hack tournament, I had a lot of modifications and a lot more hack decks to add, but of course, the hack decks are the hack decks that you've previously seen on the Plant Heroes and Zombie Heroes that we've done before, so there's no other new hack decks, well, except one for SPUDOW, which is not exactly new, it's just with Galactacacuses and Peer Cubs. But I had made a lot more variants of the decks for each zombie hero and plant hero. And truthfully to say, I have exaggerated, mostly because I've made a lot of decks. I've actually ran out of because I was trying to do them on both devices. After I finished the one device, I also done on this other device, but then thinking, you know what, I'm gonna create a variety on the other device and a variety on this device, and then I remembered, but wait a second, if I play on both devices, am I going to need to have both decks on both devices? And then I was like, yes, I do, of course, because then if I don't have if I have both variants of decks only on that device, I cannot play Plant against Zombie only on that device, so that just makes sense, right? So just then I went on, added some more decks, and of course, if I tried to add some more decks that I had on the other device I don't have on this device, I instantly ran out of space. So there are still Plant Heroes here on this device. I currently don't have the some of the hack decks that I have on the other device too, but they have similar. I mean, they have, because I've added a kind on this one. And also there are Plant Zombies and Zombie Heroes there that do not have some variants that I have on this device. So yeah, we're staying pretty much like this for now. Because there's no way I've been searching for a hack that lets you like delete this annoying card limit. I don't know why they need the card limit. I seriously don't know. No, not the card limit, sorry. The deck limit. They limit you to just 90 decks. So when you just get past 90 decks, you cannot create anymore. And so my problem is I cannot create anymore. I can't have them, all the decks that I have on both these devices combined, because there are too many decks. Yeah, so at this rate, since I cannot find anything like that, I did search for something on YouTube, and the guy was like making a hack that lets you have 60 kind of cards in your deck, but then he says you cannot go online with it, so there was a problem, so he's just updating it further. That's all I found, but I haven't found anything about the deck limitation that lets you create infinite decks, let's just say. You know, I had the issue, and I think we talked about it on one of the previous episodes we had in season 9. There was a glitch or something, and I managed to create like 93 decks instead of 90 decks. I don't know how that happened, but it let me create 93 decks. Now I wonder if that, I suddenly I bypassed the deck limit somehow there. I don't know what I did, but clearly when I tried creating more decks, it wouldn't have let me, so just for further research. I'm not thinking that researching now, sorry. Not thinking one of the previous card data hacked versions have caused it to like suddenly go past the deck limit that I have over here. But yeah, afterwards it was fixed, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check again, like, but I dubbed it. I mean, they don't let you create more than 90 decks. I really have no idea what I did that I was able to create 93 decks instead of 90 on the other device. So clearly, that's just a bit question marking. Very. Anyways, guys, the Plant Heroes and the Zombie Heroes have all gathered into this season 10 tournament. So, well, all that are participating, because we still have Zombie Heroes and Plant Heroes that are absent during this season. They are not gonna be with us since they don't have hack decks. Now these Zombie Heroes are, like I said last time, Boogaloo, Immorticia, Neptuna, and Zimek. These are the only Zombie Heroes that we're not gonna be seeing at all during this season. But Super Brains, The Smash, Infinity, RUSBOLT, Brain Freeze, Professor Brainstorm, and HUGE-GIGANTACUS. We're gonna see them all, of course. Now let's just start and begin with the Zombie Heroes. So the hack decks that I have for them Yeah, so let me just invite the Super Brains and Green Shadow. So Super Brains has Fire Roosters and Ice United as his main deck. We're gonna do the voices afterwards, but now let's just Fire Roosters and Ice United. Alright, that's his main deck, we know it. But now let's also the new decks. He has 3 hacked decks in total. Yeah, that's right, 3 hacked decks on both devices, so 3 in total. Chickening Roosters, alright, this is the new one. So I've added for Super Brains here, what he's not gonna know because I've created them. Last time they created them, so they told you what they have in the decks. But now I'm gonna told you because they don't know, because I've created their decks right now. So there you go, makes the most of sense. So either that or I'm lazy to do their voicings right now. But anyways, he has 4 zombie chickens because he's not need a turn 1. So in case he gets that, he gets that, or otherwise he's just gonna have to pass still turn 2. Turn 2 he just plays Infinite Fire Roosters, and there's also a turn 4 Mad Chemist, but to use the Mad Chemist he only has to use his superpower as a trick. So that's a bit more challenging. He's trying to obtain the chickening, and if he manages to obtain the chickening from the Mad Chemist, I promise Super Brains, he promised me that I'll be able to gain an extra life. No, actually, yeah, that's what I promised him. If he manages to conjure the chickening as a bonus reward, what else can we add him that's just an extra life? If he manages to conjure the chickening, if he doesn't, then he just doesn't get the life. So obviously, he will be trying to obtain the chickening, since this is Chickening Roosters. The point of the deck is he wants to obtain the chickening for the Fire Roosters. And then play Infinite Fire Roosters and chickens. That's what he does. We also have Battle Rooster, the same thing, except this one has 36 roosters and 4 battles and no turn 1, so means he's not gonna be able to play anything. I didn't take Zombie Chicken anymore because we want 36 copies of Fire Rooster. There you go. So what I did practically for most Zombie Heroes and Pan Heroes was adding more of the copies that previously I had halved them, so I can add other stuff to synergize them with in the deck, so we don't just keep them up to just 40 Fire Roosters and that's it. No, we'd also take like Deadly Environment, Battle of Battles, bonus stack, teleportation, stuff that we can use to make the Fire Roosters more doable. But yeah, these versions are also back, but these are more challenging versions because they do not have as much resources to work around with, so they'll only have to rely with Fire Rooster, which only goes to 1 point. If they can pull it off or not, because it's not always gonna be doable and they have no other choice. So this is the decks I've put them with for most of them. Of course, certain Zombie Heroes and Plan Heroes have good hack decks either way, so even if I spam the same variants of cards like I did with Super Brains here, it got more better because Super Brains only has Fire Rooster, so his is not that OP. Now let's go over to the Smash, guys. The Smash viewers, their glory has added me thousands of decks. No bad, Smash, I've only added you 5 decks. Still good enough. I think I'm really gonna enjoy the cheese cutters now. Really good and powerful cheese. So for the Smash, I've added him Drink Champions. Let me see, Drink Champions. So I've tried to go different paths here. One with cheese cutter, one with the energy drink zombie. So I created separate decks, but these are more effective decks since you only had 20 copies of energy drink zombie, so I couldn't add more than that. 20 energy drink zombie, which is exactly the number of them I have crafted, which is, like you can see over here. 20 energy drink zombie, and then all he has to do is buff them up for ages, and that's how he wins the game, just by buffing up his infinite energy drink zombies, and he's gonna win the game like that if they don't get answered. Vitamin Z, he also has Going Viral, Healthy Treat. He also has Leftovers for the fan value too, because it's a buff, so it's pretty good. Area 22, Vitamin Z. He also has Monster Mash and Maniacal Laugh. So if you can pull it off, he's really much gonna win the game. Pretty much. Yeah. He stays no chance to get defeated with 20 of them. So yeah, it's pretty unfair if he gets to buff them up. But this hack season Smash is gonna work with the energy drink zombies as the drink champions. Oh, I can work with them really well, especially if you give me so much buff, Nair Glory. It's really easy. I believe you, not Smash. But let me just also see cheesy chefs here. The cheesy chefs is a version of cheese cutters. Now we have two versions of cheese cutters, two versions of energy drink zombies. So I had one on the R device and one on this device. Managed to get both of them on this device so I can showcase you. 20 cheese cutters, guys. 20 cheese cutters. No energy drink zombie in this one. Just 20 cheese cutters. Black hole, but cheese cutter can conjure you energy drink zombie either way. You're gonna rely on Smash is gonna rely on the cheese cutters and then black hole. Cheese cutters to conjure infinite cheese. Cheese cutters, black hole. To make the cheese cutter leaves, he has healthy treat and leftovers. Now I made this a bit themed, like the team decks. Remember the season, guys? Season number 4, 6. Yeah, 4 I think. Yeah, season number 4 was themed decks. So the themed decks, what we did was add stuff that was pretty much themed. So this one is themed hack deck. This is more like a themed hack deck to make it feel more like a cuisine, like a freaking restaurant, like the best kitchen you've ever seen. Full of cheese cutters, of course, and delicious stuff like healthy treat. Black hole is not edible, but anyways. Then you also have turkey leftovers. Ramon cheese chopper and King of the Wheel. I had to add black hole because it's the only environment that synergizes well with cheese cutter since it moves the plants. But yeah. A lot of gourmet cards, as you can see. Yeah, we also have, let's see, piano, drinking, sneezing, chefs. Piano, drinking, sneezing, chefs. That's the name of this deck. Piano, drinking, sneezing, chefs. It was, this was a rushed deck, but I rushed it since I had to do it for more plants, heroes and zombie heroes. I've added 10 cheese cards on this one, pretty sickeningly, only half of them. 10 cheese cards, 10 energy drink zombies. This time they're combined. There we go with healthy treat, count zone, 3 of them. 3 going virals for vitamin Z's. He also has pianos and sneezing zombie, which are from the name of this deck. What he's gonna be able to do with this is reduce some healing of the plant hero, but maybe I just been thinking of rank too much. No plant hero is gonna. Actually, we're gonna have One Night with Aloysaurus, so if he plays this on One Night is not able to heal himself. Exactly! Well now, Glory, that's pretty nice thinking. I can actually reduce One Night's healing thanks to Sneezing Zombie. Exactly. That is just fun! And you also have some distraction tricks. Exactly. The B flat. I dig the Locust Swarm better. Yeah, I know you do, which is why I had to change it to B flat. Oh, alright, it's fine, yeah! And there you go. There's piano, drinking, sneezing chefs. And he has another version of cheese cutters over here. Tasty chefs. This version of cheese cutter combines the remaining gourmet cards that I haven't combined in the previous deck, which is Overstuffed Zombie and Coffee Zombie. Now, as for bonus goes, he also has 2 Undying Pharaohs, Move a Plant, he has 2 Terrifies, Killer Whale, 4 Killer Whales. He's also trying to give the cheese cutter Amphibious now. Exactly! Amphibious cheese cutter is just way too much fun. And he's gonna try to make him leave somehow, I believe. Yeah, we'll get his lunchbox and move a plant. Oh, yeah. That's what I've added you. And then Nibble. He doesn't have that many ways to make the cheese cutter leave, but tasty chefs may not be as better as cheesy chefs. But still. Oh, he also doesn't have black hole. Oh no! Why ain't you adding me black hole? One black hole? Yes. Sorry. What? It's a challenge deck, Smash. Alright, so I'm not able to have black hole. No, you need to challenge yourself. Great, allow myself a great challenge. Well, for as long as the challenge can be doable. Okay. Then you also have no, that's it, Nair Glory. I don't have any more. That's all you added me. Ah, yeah. See? I knew it. Alright, let's move on to Infinity. Infinity here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hacked decks. Exactly, guys, 8 hacked decks. Now he has the Gas Giants United, which I showed you before, and the what was the other one? Have I? And the Buried Treasure Commons United. And now let's move on to the challenge decks that I've added them. Challenge hack decks. Anyways, Fearless Conmans. Now this version has no Buried Treasure, only Quick Draw Conmans. 32 versions of Quick Draw Conmans, to be precise. We also have, to make it work, 2 Exploding Fruitcakes and 3 Sugary Treat. He's gonna use also the Quick Draw Conmans with Unexpected Gifts, which draw him pretty much fun event cards. And synergize well with Quick Draw Conman. Only stuff that synergizes with Quick Draw Conman. Sugary Treat too, because increases the Quick Draw Conman's damage is really good. I mean, he does plenty of damage already. So that's Fearless Conmans without Buried Treasure and only Conmans. Now on Knife of the Giants, a very much challenge deck this is, because this version Infinity only has 15 Gas Giants. On the other one he has 16, but I messed up and added 15 over here, so I was like, okay, you got 15, not much of a difference. So then I've added him one Gargantuous Fist, which he might surely never get to it. 15 Gas Giants, 4 Mixed Up Gravediggers and 4 Pogo Bouncers, just to buy time for the Gas Giants Infinitely, who are gonna be played on turn 6. Only this bounce synergy, which I hope I'm gonna get, because if Infinity doesn't get it, yeah, he's gonna struggle a bit. Then you also have Sugary Treat and Quasar Wizard that conjures your superpower. Then you also have Life of the Party that gets buffed up each time you play a zombie, and Quick Draw Conman. I mean, Quick Draw Conman has not to be missing from this deck, because don't ask me why he's the best one casting card out of all. There you go. One version had Mystery Egg. I don't think it's this one though. So yeah, if he buys that much time, he's gonna be able to play the Gas Giants. If he doesn't, he loses. Yeah. Or he wins too early, I don't know. If he's, could be a possibility if the Plank Hero is too slow, but hack decks, bruh. How many Plank Heroes are gonna be slow? They mostly have one casting in their decks. Alright, the next hack that we have Treasure Hunters. Yes, I've become really sick after creating that many decks, but doesn't even matter because I was done, so. Enjoy freedom, Nergori. Right, guys? If I know what. 32 Buried Treasures. This one is Treasure Hunters, which means it's only gonna have Buried Treasures and no Quick Draw Conmans. 32 Buried Treasures, and to make it more worth it, more or less casting, I've added Dr. Spacetime. If you can get the most copies of Dr. Spacetime, I recommend you keep that, because you can make your legendaries cost extremely less from Buried Treasure. Buried Treasure and Dr. Spacetime are not enough. You might also require Unexpected Gifts. This can conjure even Fruitcake and stuff that you may need to answer the Plank Hero and other minion zombies that you can play. So take the Unexpected Gifts, especially because Infinity is not good at drawing cards, so Unexpected Gifts for him is pretty good because he draws 3 random event cards, so he can just play them. There you go, guys. That's the Treasure Hunters. Another one of Infinity's challenge decks that are not entirely challenging because he has hacked cards. But of the weakest sort until he gets the strongest sort. If you get what I mean. He gets them conjured, I mean. So Glizzard Cowboy, alright, that's the next one. Glizzard Cowboy, Draw Commons. Draw Giants. Glizzard Cowboy and Draw Giants. Why have I named it like that? Because it was very creative. And first of all, this one has my Mystery Eggs. Another Gas Giant deck. 16 Gas Giants, 4 Mystery Eggs, 4 Quick Draw Conmans, 4 Infrowing Imp. Now I struggled the most to have turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, turn 6. So you can get to Gas Giant if you play them successfully. First of all, the Plank Heroes would struggle against Quick Draw Conman or the Mystery Egg on turn 1, or they don't do anything on turn 1. And then turn 2, you would have Infrowing Imp to play on a lane that if the Plank Hero played on an empty lane, you can go after the empty lane with the Infrowing Imp. That's the idea. Then the Infrowing Imp throws an Imp. That Imp might survive, so if the Plank Hero plays another plant, you use Glizzard Lizard, turn 3. Then it does 2 damage. You don't need any absolute trick. And then you have Space Cowboy on turn 4. Space Cowboy is 5 H pointed, so just play him on lane number 1 most of the times. He moves like crazy if the playing hero cannot answer him, and shit, that's it. Then if you get threatened by any more damage, use Cryo Yeti to freeze a plant. Because it's a gravestone, so Cryo Yeti never gets answered unless they go for him. Then Gas Giant. You successfully, congratulations, you successfully got to Gas Giant on turn 6. That's your buy time. Now just keep spamming Gas Giant and that's it. That's all that Infinity is gonna do there. Well, there you go. Got to, so you don't say it wasn't so bland. It's combined stuff, guys. Combined stuff. Also move on to the very much nice Buried Treasure Conmans United Swashbuckling. Ah, the Swashbuckling Conmans. The Swashbuckling Chestmans. Excuse me. Swashbuckling Chestmans with only 20 Buried Treasures. Because you don't need as many. We have some pirate synergy at long last. Swashbuckler Zombie with Captain Flameface, another challenge deck for Infinity. He's gonna think I'm having a giraffe or something, but 20 Quick Draw Conmans. That's because Quick Draw Conmans are the best. 20 Buried Treasures. That could also be combined. Instead of conjuring legendaries, he's gonna actually swarm the field with Buried Treasures. So he can then use Swashbuckler Zombie to increase their damage. So you're gonna see how easy that is. You might wanna get Captain Flameface first, who knows. Captain Flameface gives strike to all the pirates. Pirate, 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 pirate. You got some pirate hacked synergy, there you go. As the Swashbuckling Chessmans, I've tried my best with that, but they have, as I tried with most of them. Fearless Conmans, most of them I just went creative, so it doesn't matter how good they are. They're creative. Let's see, Fearless Conmans. I thought I've already showed you. I showed you this one, yeah. 32 variants of Conmans. Variants. 32 Conmans. Ah, I think this one too. Treasured Pirate Crew. One more version of Buried Treasure Swashbuckler, but there's only 36 copies of Buried Treasure and 4 Swashbucklers. You're gonna wanna swarm the field with Buried Treasure and then Swashbuckler. And then occasionally you might also wanna get a legendary. This will be the most challenging deck for Infinity because he doesn't have too much stuff to do. He runs out of hand, he's gonna be at the pity of the playing. Well, clearly. Let's move on to RUSBOLT. Oh my gosh, it's probably gonna take me 30 minutes to explain this guy's decks. Well, I don't have to do much explaining. We're only just 20 minutes in. Unless I did the voices right now, I don't have to use much explaining skills. Ah, I don't even know where to start! Gosh. So look, you guys have been loving RUSBOLT. So I gave him... I gave him 23 hacked decks in total. Oh, me from the future, I know you've enjoyed RUSBOLT that much. I did too, to be honest. RUSBOLT of all zombie heroes has been so dedicated to this hack season, like I swear to God. I had to give him 23 hack decks because he dig them that much. He likes them that much, what can I say? 23 hack decks. This guy is gonna be impossible to deal with in PvP, I know what you're saying. He is just never going to lose, which is fine yet again, because we're just trying to have the best of all content here. But RUSBOLT is pretty much never gonna fail. He has 23 decks and all of them have 3 lives. He's just never gonna be defeated, guys. Thanks to you viewers, No Glory has added me 23 decks. Yay! That's how much support you've all shown me. I love you viewers. Don't ever stop watching me, and keep in mind, be and look like RUSBOLT. Well, not entirely like me, but still. 23 decks, guys. Let's go. 23 decks. But not all of them are the best. Well, considering he's all... Oh no, you're gonna know he's using like... More than half of his decks are Zombology teachers. I have Zombology teachers in the biggest Zombology teachers universe. And tricksters. No, let's just... I'll have some more on the other device that I don't have here. Actually, no, I've included most of them that I have included newly, so I can see them on this device too. Alright. Cryo Infi-Caps. A challenge deck. Because all he has is 4 Cryo Brains and 36 Thinking Caps. If you thought 20 Thinking Caps are the most Thinking Caps you've ever seen, how about you just try 36? If he gets the Thinking Cap, all he does is just play Thinking Cap and I hope he gets the best superpowers to survive. But of course this is gonna be on turn 4, so if he gets defeated by the end of turn 3 or 4, he just dies. He's gonna wanna reshuffle his deck for Cryo Brains, because Cryo Brains speed up the process, that just makes sense. More Cryo Brains he gets, the more successful he might be. But Cryo Brains are on turn 2, not on turn 1, so he has a bit of issues here. If Cryo Brains cost 1 brain, that would have been just entirely a different story. But yeah. Cryo Brains cost 2 brains, which is not bad, but not the best. Since you can play on turn 1, that would be even better. Cryo Infi-Caps. Now let's move on to the second one. The Thinking Caps United. Alright, no, you know this one. Don't have to explain it anymore. Did a few adjustments though, as you can see here. I did a few adjustments. Not talking much about the adjustments that I did because you kind of just see 2 triplications. I'm gonna have the decks listed in the corners, the left corner, the right corner, the right side of the screen, left side of the screen. You're gonna see them. Now let's move on to RUSBOLT'S the Zombology Universe. Alright, Zombology Universe has 18 Zombology teachers, 10 going viral. It's a viral bology teachers. No tricksters, because this is just Zombology virals. Also have 4 teleportation zombies. Because you know how good teleportation zombies to teleporting teachers safely without them dying. There you go. So if teleportation zombie doesn't get answered, you can teleport teachers in. And mostly he does not get answered because he has 5 hit points. So RUSBOLT can play it pretty safe like that. Not like he has. I mean, all he needs is triple Zombology teachers and some plank heroes cannot deal with that. Thinking Cap, then triplication, just for a bit more random challenging value on this deck that I value for him. So there you go. That's what this deck is about. Zombology Virals. Zombology Virals Lab. It's a laboratory, which means we're gonna have genetic experiment. Only 2 copies for now. 70 Zombology teachers, then 4 teleportation zombies and 70 going viral. Another one of Zombology Virals, guys. He's just gonna spam Zombology teacher and going viral most of the time. That's it. But he's gonna be trying. If he gets the genetic experiments, I'll give him an extra bonus, which I'll be thinking about because right now I have no idea what kind of bonus we would give RUSBOLT if he gets the genetic experiment for his first time and he does not. If he wins the game with genetic experiment, just to make it more clear. If he loses the genetic experiment, he just doesn't gain the bonus. Right? Would be a shame if we don't give him the bonus. Let's move on to Zombology Celebration. Since RUSBOLT now literally has become the favorite zombie hero of us all, for us all, during this hacked season. He's participated the most, so 23 hack decks. And not only that, but he has the best hack decks of all zombie heroes. I think we have established that already, but still. As a Zombology... I'm biting my lips. Zombology Celebration here. 16 Zombology teachers, 16 virals, 2 funded razors to draw more virals in Zombology teachers, 4 triplications, and I'm gonna do it like this. Wait a second. 3 triplications and 3 Thinking Caps. There you go. And that's it. Still, just more virals. Except this time he doesn't have a teleportation zombie. Oops, what deck is this? Anyways, Paparazzi Exposition. This one is now Zombology Virals, but with Paparazzi Zombie this time. No, I've never tried it before, but I mean, I did try it because I have to be tried it just a little, so it was cool. I mean, Paparazzi Zombie grows +1/+1 each time you play a trick, so I also gave you 3 healthy treats and 1 camel crossing. You just spam going virals, then funded razor bonus attack. If you have triple Zombology teachers in play, or at least double, and then you do a Paparazzi, you completely wreck the plank here like this, so yeah. Another one of RUSBOLT'S or mine's idea of... There you go. Zombology Virals, but this time with Paparazzi Exposition. Paparazzi Zombie. If he gets the victory with Paparazzi Zombie, he gets a bonus. How many bonuses am I gonna have to give during this season. I don't know. Most bonuses the better, I believe. Zombological Moonrising. Yes, I've thought of it too. Don't you freaking worry. If I haven't been insanely busting my brains for this to make it work. And I come up with this. 2 healthy treats. Well, it's a bit more different than the other device because I only have 4 going virals. Over here I have 10. Which is a lot more better because 10 are better than 4. Then you get 20 Zombology teachers, 4 cryo brains to speed up the process till you get to Bam Moonrising. The more Zombology teachers you have on the ground, the better, because then you can use Bam Moonrising on all of them. Going viral is the best because Zombology teacher just goes viral infinitely. So you can imagine that if that happens, Plank Hero cannot answer them easily. You go Bam Moonrising upon them. Really, really easy. Really well, smart thought of. So over there the point is he's gonna want to get to Bam Moonrising. If he doesn't get to it, he does not get the bonus reward. That's Zombological Moonrising. The achievement. The achievement of it. Let's move on to Endless Zombology Surprises. They are so endless that it might look like they're endless, but at least you have 1 sort of each trick. Except 3 sorts of healthy treats, because healthy treats are very, very, very good. So, yeah. 3 healthy treats and 2 going virals. It's missing, because on the other device I had to have taken this thing too. PANDZ booty and then another one of the tricks that's missing. Whatever here, it wasn't necessary since these things suck. So we're just gonna, there you go, enjoy playing tricks. If you've missed playing tricks for a while, this is the deck to come to. And the Zombology Surprises, y'all. There you go. Zombology teacher has you covered. If you need some teaching, she's gonna teach you in the ways of the tricks. There you go. That's the point of this deck. He's gonna challenge himself to win a game only by playing tricks and Zombology teachers. Tricks of every sort, which mostly are destruction tricks, so you'll achieve absolutely nothing than just destroying a plant or something like that. Unless you get to going viral and the Bam Moonrising. But you'd only have teachers. RUSBOLT'S only gonna have teachers for his resort. Yep. Now you wanna see science. The basic science combination here. Drone Zombology Engineering. Drone Zombology Engineering. Drone Zombolo Engineering, actually. 16 Zombology teachers, hail them, whatever. 16 going virals. But this time, I dare RUSTBOLT, and maybe all of you, you combine it with Zombot Drone Engineer, which is like teleportation zombie because he has 4 hit points. You play him, but though you cannot teleport zombies in, of course. He just, each time a silent zombie does damage, the zombie gets +1. So if you combine with going violent, he strikes through 1 plant, he gets +2. So now you're gonna just get Zombology teacher with her HP maximized by Drone Engineer. That's the challenge. With the damage maximized by Drone Engineer, because Zombology teacher is another science zombie. She researches a lot. And then you have Funded Razor. Draw 2 cards. There you go. That's all you need. 1 single row of cards. With the Drone Zombolo Engineering. Well, Zombology teachers and only 4 copies of Drone Engineer, of course. Because the Drone Engineers weren't hacked, so it's not my fault. Intergalactic Fossilbology. Let's move on to this one. Another interesting formula here. I had removed a lot more Zombology teachers since they annoyingly keep drawing themselves instead of the going viral. So now you get only 14 Zombology teachers and 18 going virals. Combined with Jurassic Fossil Head and Intergalactic Warlord. If you can play both of them synergized and win the game, then RUSBOLT will be getting another one of his awards. Let's see if he's gonna be able to pull it off this time. He has Jurassic Fossil Head and Intergalactic Warlord. So no, the point is not just to play Zombology teacher going virals and win the game. The point is to win the game with Zombology teachers, Jurassic Fossil Heads and Intergalactic Warlords, then win the game. Because then we'll be having the complete set. If he cannot pull it off, he's not getting the award. But we'd like to see him pull it off. Especially because there are weaker Plank Heroes out there, so clearly he's gonna have less trouble. But still trouble, yeah. Who's gonna watch out not to lose them? All things you can do is going viral. Going viral as a biology teacher are really the most trustworthy thing you've ever seen. Tertiary fossil biology, alright. Then moving on to, are we done? We have a Godly Zombology Trickster party. I've showed you that one. Zombolo Trickster. Aha! Zombolo Trickster's investment. Another kind of the Zombolo Trickster teleport has been invented here. It's not the best, but has 10 teleporters, 9 Zombology teachers, 4 Terrify tools. This is gonna be fun because you can now get your hands on the Plant Hero's plants with the Terrify to move the plant. Yeah, we've never combined the Terrify in a deck like this before. Funded Razor, 3 Funded Razors, then 4 going virals, and 10 Tricksters. 10 Tricksters, I know what you're saying, because we're only gonna draw Tricksters for days. But that's the challenge deck, make them work. The more Tricksters you have, usually it's the better. But sometimes it goes the other way around, since you can draw more Tricksters instead of throwing more tricks that you can charge your Tricksters with. But if you get unlucky, you get unlucky. But look, you have 10 teleporters. If you get both of them, you get lucky. Just good, like, subscribe. Very nice thought of. Zombolo Trickster's investment. Invest, win. Fail to invest, lose. That's how it works. Let's see, Zombolo Tricksters United, Zombology Vital Signs. There is one more. And this is with the Undying Pharaohs. Undying Travelers. You have more copies of Undying Pharaohs on this one. 28. And then, to get to Undying Pharaoh, 4 copies of Planetary Gladiator, 2 Cryo Brains. And this time he's also using Medic Zombie. Yeah, that's right. Medic Zombie just to heal your face. And I believe if you do it correctly, because he heals 4, so your face is gonna be pretty healed by the end of turn 5, see? Then you get to turn 6, you play Undying Pharaoh. This version does not have Turquoise School Zombie, nope. But it has a Medic Zombie instead. So there you go. You cannot delay the Plant Hero's Sun, which would be really worth it, because this favors RUSBOLT with this type of deck. So right now it's a bit more challenging, because he doesn't have it. But it's less challenging because he has other stuff, which still counts. There you go, Undying Travelers, and we come out to the end of list of new decks. Zombolo Tricksters United, Zombolo Trickster Snappers United, Zombology Viral Science. Yeah, we've seen all of them. 24 decks. Oh, gosh. Have I have any more over here that I had to talk about? Nah, I hopefully not. We're gonna look up later. For now, these are most of them, pretty much all of them. Alright, now let's move to Brain Freeze. Electric Boogaloo has 0 decks left. Poor him. He's completely out. He doesn't even exist here anymore. Well, the next one. Shit. Let's move to Brain Freeze. He has 3 hack decks in total. Have them all listed over here. Only 3 hack decks. Why, their glory? Why only 3 hack decks? Why can't Brain Freeze get more? Because he only uses cat ladies. What more shits you can do with cat ladies than just spamming them? Alright, and there you go. Trying to be very creative, but yeah. This is the basic Cat Ladies United. Nothing to look here because I've already shown you before. Let's get to the Cat Queens. The first new version that I created on the Samsung device. Yeah. 32 versions of Cat Lady. This gets +3 each time you play a pet. Now play the pet and Cat Lady gets her damage increased by +3. Play more pets, she gets their increase by +3 for every single pet that you play. Right, I don't need to explain that. Then you get Freddy Cat. It's a themed Cat Lady deck. And then you also have Killer Whale because we wanna give Cat Lady Amphibious to win the game, don't we? Alright, good. Then we give Killer Whale Amphibious. And Cat Lady, I'm sorry. Killer Whale and Cat Lady. But this time around, Brain Freeze has 32 Cat Ladies. It is very, very pathetically banal, pathetically simple. Just relies on that few combinations that you can or cannot get. Because that's Cat Queen's challenge deck for Brain Freeze. Let's see, Hover Ladies 3000. This time, much more harder. He has 36 Cat Ladies. And only 4 Hover Goats copies. Now you know how useless Hover Goat is. If you're running this thing in the Cat Lady deck, please just remove it out of existence because it's the worst. Shh. Plan heroes, do not go for the one attacking Hover Goat because it's not threatening. You're only gonna play it on the model and it's gonna stay there forever, useless. Doesn't even come back in your hand unless it doesn't get hurt. Which let's just see. When hurt, bounce this goat. But let's just see it. Oh my gosh, 3H pointed goat. What are the odds the goat survives and comes back in my hand? That's just not many odds. We just think, come on, bro. Let's give him more hit points. 5 hit points. There you go. Make him as strong as Doctor Who. No. Yeah, Hover Goat is that pathetic, as you can see. You can only play him once, and he mostly gets killed and does not come back in your hand. You wasted him. Either that or he gets spared for the rest of the match since he's useless, does 1 damage. Yeah. He buffs up the Hover. He only buffs up the Cat Lady by +2/+2 when you play the Hover Goat. But then that's it. See how Brain Freeze does it over here, guys. Because this challenge might be pretty impossible. Challenge him to get the goat back and repeatedly playing him. But we'll see how likely that is for him to happen. Because Brain Freeze only has Cat Ladies. Alright, so that's all the hack decks for him. We don't have any more in store for the brainless Brain Freeze. That's all. So let's move on to Professor Brainstorm, which also has 10 hack decks. Pretty much good amount, I say. You're also like Professor Brainstorm and NIGHTCAP. So NIGHTCAP on the PANDZ team, you're gonna expect he has the most hack decks out of all Blank Heroes. NIGHTCAP. And then Professor Brainstorm, he also has 10. NIGHTCAP has 12. Yep, in case you were curious. So this is Disco United deck. We know the deck. Let's move on to Sugary Disco Girls. Now why, Negori? Why would you combine Disco Nuts with Sugary Treat? Are you serious? I mean, I am serious. You only get to spam these things for the rest of the match, and that you might as well use Sugary Treat on them. Then you also have 4 Headhunters to play with your 32 Disco Nuts copies. This is Brainstorm challenging deck. Challenge him to win also by using the Headhunter to damage the playing hero face. If he can pull it off, he wins an award. If he cannot pull it off, he just loses lives. Let me just disconnect. Quick Quitters. The Quick Quitters is another Quick Draw Common regifting deck, except this time around I challenge him to use Triplication and play the random zombies that he gets from it. Not all of them, just at least 2 of them or 1. Alright, that's what I challenge him to do. The rest is just him playing Quick Draw Common regifter zombie. Even unexpected gifts, I also challenge him to play the zombies he gets from unexpected gifts. And then Exploding Fruitcake with Quick Draw Common and regifters. Sounds pretty fun of a hack deck, right? I would say so myself, guys. And then let's move on to the Wind Cannons. You know, he also had Loose Cannons, the one that sucked really much against NIGHTCAP. A lot. Yes, now, the Loose Cannons turn into Wind Cannons. I never wonder if they do at all, but still. You have 24 copies of Wind Cannons. And then you have 4 copies of Disco Dance Floor. This time around you combine more powerful overshoots. Since I know the one only overshoot Loose Cannon, it's not enough. So you gotta use some more overshoot minions. Like, the only overshoot minions that you have is Disco Dance Floor, Loose Cannons. But you also have Cosmic Dancer. There you go, Cosmic Dancer as well. Spam Loose Cannons, get a Disco Floor as well there. Because this is overshot 3. Then get to Cosmic Dancer. Conjure Cosmic Dancer with Cosmic cards, Disco cards with overshoot. Really great. And now you wanna deal more damage to the playing hero face, Brainstorm. Let me see, I got you covered with Final Mission. So Final Mission do 4 damage, but you wanna use this to the playing hero's face, not to destroy other pants, otherwise you're wasting it. Or not really, but what's the point? Funded Razor, if you don't do it the playing hero. 4 copies of Funded Razor, if you wanna draw more cards, you're gonna need that, so trust me. Another challenging Brainstorm deck. Phrase it correctly, the Loose Cannons turn into Wind Cannons. Pretty much. I think it should be the most powerful version with the Loose Cannon I've had so far. Maybe. Then discount sugary. Bullseye shooting cannons. You want the cannons to shoot past the block meter? Well, discount and loose cannons. That's all. 4 discounts and 36 loose cannons. Another challenge deck for Brainstorm to make the loose cannon hit for bullseye and win with the bullseye alive. That is really challenging. But some challenges gonna be more challenging than some other challenges, right? Good. Some near impossible. Alright. Quick draw regifters. United discounts united. Regifters of randomness. Now if you want the most challenging impossible deck out of all, try this shit. 20 regifters, no quick draw commands. Ooh, you're only gonna be filling the prank hero and yourself cards. That's challenge him to pull it off with this. He's not gonna be able to pull it off now. But I have some cards here that could help him, like the triplication, like the evolutionary leap, including the cell phone zombie. No, just joking, that one sucks. But cell phone zombie, and you can use mystery egg and evolutionary leap to leap one of your zombies into stronger zombies. Who knows how lucky you can get with that shit. Then use the funded razor to draw cards. I know what you're gonna say. I agree. There you go, now it's set. One transmogrify station. One transformation station. And there you go. Let's see if we can pull it off with the regifter zombies alone. That would be really impossible. Regifter zombie can be played on turn 3 nonetheless. Alright, let's move on to 10 kilonauts. Another challenge deck for Brainstorm, which relies on 36 copies of Disconauts and 4 Tankylosauruses. He's gonna wanna win with the Tankylosaurus combo. Yep, you heard me, Tankylosaurus combo. Plus Disconauts. I don't care if he cannot pull it off. This challenge itself is hard, so he's gonna have to do it somehow. With what I gave him. 36 copy of Disconauts and Tankylosauruses, yeah. Tankylonauts! Tankylonauts, yeah. Let's move on to the Extraordinary Connors. Quick draw Connors, yeah. Extraordinary Connors. Yes, let's just say I felt merciful, so I let him have at least 4 regifting zombie copies. I didn't know what else to have. This normally doesn't have any regifter zombies, so yeah. He has all the quick draw commons except less regifting zombies. He's gonna want to win with the quick draw commons this time by let's say giving them some overshot with overshoot environment, fruit caking, and especially health treating. If he can pull it off, he wins an award. It's pretty good considering he has 20 quick draw commons, so it's not gonna be the most challenging. Now let's see. Disco Girls, Disco Nuts United. Quick draw, loose cannons. Alright, done. That's all of the decks for Brainstorm. Immorticia doesn't have any. Zimek doesn't have any. Neptuna doesn't have any. I had to remove, as you can probably see, so they have 0 decks left over there. Of course, before I removed their decks, I took screenshots so I can put them on the left corners. I hope I still have the screenshots, hopefully. Otherwise, we'll not know what decks we've used in that episode, so we'll all be disappointed because they'll be like, Negro, you had so many decks, you just deleted them, now you can't even show us what you had in that deck anymore. But I got you covered because I took screenshots. Yes. So, not my fault the game has to limit you to 90 cards, as if it breaks the game or something. 90 decks. Doctor Space Times United, we know about it, and HUGE-GIGANTACUS also has the Doctor Infinite Times. Why is it Doctor Infinite Times, you may ask? Because you can play it in Doctor Who for an infinite amount of times and get infinite stuff. And so 32 Doctor Who's, 14 Thinking Caps, and 4 Thinking Caps and 4 triplications. Now it's more challenging because this is all he has here. You know, this was my main form of Doctor Who at first, of hacked Doctor Spacetimes. I only had 32 Doctor Spacetime, 4 Thinking Caps and 4 triplications. That's all I had. So I just keep the tradition on here as a challenge deck, because it's more challenging. He's gonna have to get the Thinking Caps and the Triplication, and then just play endless Doctor Spacetimes. Well, near endless Doctor Spacetimes. He also has no buried treasure, because these do not exist in his deck. Do not have to exist. Done. That's all the new hack decks I've introduced on the zombie heroes. Oh yeah, let's move on to the plan heroes. Now the plan heroes, there's a lot of plan heroes, so I'm gonna tell you a lot. So the normal green shadow decks we had here are Admiral Navy Beans United and Bananasaurus of the Paradise. Yeah, that was the decks. These were the decks. Then the new decks I've introduced: Admiral Gatling Pea Shooters. I have some other copy on the other device, so I guess I'm not gonna show them for now. This was a creative idea. This was a creative idea. Repeating myself. 4 copies of the good old pea shooter. Cute, nice, soft pea shooter. 1 damage plant. Combined with Gatling pea. If you can make the pea shooter survive, you can't, but you're gonna play it. Pea shooter, then Gatling pea. There you go, you got yourself some Gatling pea synergy over here. Ooh, yes. Except playing 32 copies of Admiral Navy Beans endlessly for the entire match. So this is Green Shadow's challenge deck to combine pea shooter with Gatling pea before the end of the match. I want to be more easier, so she doesn't have to win the game to get the award. She just has to pull off the combo before she's dead. Actually, why have I done it? Because Plan Heroes have been losing 2 seasons in a row, so I was like, you know, let's just go a bit more lightly with challenges on them. Yeah, that's right, that's right. And then we also have the world's finest and most inventive name out of all deck. Banana Birdurus Torch Pod. Exactly. Banana Birdurus Torch Pod. Pronounce that and you're the smartest man alive. Now, there was one more hack deck for Green Shadow, but you were never able to make this work. Still not able to make it work because it's busted. The reason why this had a lot of torchwoods and pea pods, but the torchwoods cannot be crafted, guys. It makes sense. Torchwoods are common cards and they cannot get crafted. So the guy who hacked the game, or the girl who hacked the game, or the whatever, hacked it, but you can't play the deck, so it's pointless. So yeah, just to rest in peace that deck. We now have only 4 Peapod copies and 4 Torchwood copies, and then 16 Bananasaurus Rex copies and 16 Bird of Paradise. Green Shadow challenge deck. She's only gonna wanna buy time to the Bird of Paradise and the Bananasaurus deck, which are turn 4 and turn 5. Only using Peapod and Torchwood. That's the only thing she could use until then. Yep. But Birdurus Torchpod. If she can pull off the Torchwood and the Peapod combo, she gets the award. There you go. Wow, how challenging that was, Nerglory. You just make Green Shadow instantly win the award. Guys, she's gonna have to get it first in order to get the award, right? Still a bit challenging. Anyways, let's move on to Solar Flare, who's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hack decks. With some more on the other device, so I'm not sure. Like in total, I'm gonna tell you afterwards. Ah, give me some sweet water. Ah, tasty. Can't believe I'm saying the water is tasty. Alright. Now, the new decks I've introduced for Solar Flare, besides Astro Chaos United and Incarnation United, Blooming Hearts United and Cornucopias United, Molecuffers. What are Molecuffers? Well, are all the copies of molecules, 20 molecules, but only 20 molecules and 16 astroshims through Molecuffers. And then you want to keep the pop shroom for when you get to molecule, because Popshroom is a 0 costing, so you play it and you get a free plant from the molecule. And then you can also do it with Astroshrooms. If she can pull it out, she wins in the world, because after all it's more challenging. She doesn't have that much powerful plants in this version, like she had on this one. Like, you can see a bigger difference on this one, clearly. Anyways, that's now Blooming Strike Through. All she has in this deck is 36 copies of Blooming Arts and 4 copies of Sunstrike. If she can pull off the Sunstrike with at least 3 Blooming Arts on the field, she wins the world. She's gonna wanna get the Strike Through though, or otherwise she does not win anything. Yep. Solar Flare, you don't. Anyways, Reincarnations United, Molecuffers, Astro. That's all the new decks I've had here. I have some more on the other device, but I cannot show you, so skip them for now. Skip them for the Pancakes, because obviously. Let's move on to One Night. So he only had before Aloesaurus United and forget Carrot Elders United. Now he has more variants. 4 new variants on this device, which are a lot. This really has more hack decks for him. I believe we're starting with this one. Small Eldering Carrot Glory. Small Eldering Carrot Glories, that's how I called it. You wanna see more ugly type of decks? These are the ones. They're not extremely the most ugliest, but the Elderberry is not the prettiest plant out of all, so sorry, 10 copies. 10 copies of 10 copies of Elderberry. That's why it's called Small Eldering, small from small bean. One is gonna wanna get the small bean and then play Elderberry on top of the small bean. Also play 1 Morning Glory at least. And then rest is just Triceratops, spammed repeatedly. And then you can easily win with just pulling off some Strike Through, a lot of it, with Elderberry. Can be really challenging, so we're gonna wanna see him, how well he does with this. But 10 Elderberries, guys, nobody deals with that easily, because Elderberry just increases attack Strike Through if you play it on a plant by 5. Otherwise, he's just a 2 Strike Through and 4 attack. 2 attacking plant, which is weak. We want the 5 Strike Through one because it's better. Then let's just go for Spiking Addicts. Now it's a much better and more creative deck. 28 copies of Galactacactus, 4 Fear Cubs. Now this time I added some new stuff that synergizes well with the Splash. You know, Hibernating Berry also does. Same like Fear Cub, because this, when hurts, this gets +4, so the zombie hero could not be covered in 1 lane. Hibernating Berry would strike for 4 damage. And keeps growing each time it gets damaged, so this becomes really deadly at some point. And he has 8 hit points. You can pull off triple Galactacactuses. The thing is still gonna survive and get the damage increased to like nearly 20 damage, 1 hit kill the zombie hero. Yeah, here Hibernating Berry is a bit more dangerous than Fear Cub, which you can play on water lane. Fear Cub, I guess. But what about Hibernating Berry on the water lane? Nah, we don't. Unless one I had Lily Pad. Ah, damn it. That would be not likely. Let's do Myro Nut. Wait, is there a plan here that combines Lily Pad with Hibernating Berry? Oh my gosh, no way. Citron? Citron and Beta Carotina can. Oh god, yeah. That is not to be taken. Okay, but Citron and Beta Carotina do not have this type of hack deck. Also, Beta Carotina doesn't have any hack decks. So, 4 copies of Myro Nuts. Does 2 damage to the zombie hero whenever he gets hurt. 8 H pointed like Hibernating Berry. Overpowered as heck. Just damage the heck out of the Myro Nut with your own Galactacactus. It's only gonna hurt the zombie hero extremely much. This is really creative because this does more damage to the zombie hero's face than you'd receive damage back. So, my gosh, that's just super unmerciful. There you go. Another Spiking Addicts combo for 1 night. He's gonna wanna pull it off to get the word. Let's see the Elder Nations. Another one last that I have on this device. Ah, yes. It's a bit more hot that we have here. 4 tubbies of garlic. If you want disgusting combos, you have this deck officially created by me. Elderberries, 25 copies of Forget-Me-Nots. You know how good these things are. Delays the entire, skips the entire turn of playing of Zombie Hero if you play it. I mean, doesn't skip the skips the tricks turn, because they cannot play tricks if you play this on turn 1 especially. Yeah. They're gonna keep passing turns especially. Oh, okay, he only has 1 copy of Forget-Me-Not, so whatever. I'm gonna keep passing to tricks turn, and as they keep doing it, you keep playing Forget-Me-Nots 4 times in a row, maybe 2, but alright, nobody's gonna be that foolish, hopefully. So then we go, then 4 garlics. Garlic is a team-up plant, but you can play this and mostly it survives. Challenge deck, what can I tell you? Elderberry, play on top of any plant, doesn't have to be a team-up plant, but if it's a team-up plant, then you can protect Elderberry with a team-up plant, I guess. Just, yeah. Elderberry gets +3, so 5 damage. Enjoy your Elder Nations, y'all. It's really some hot, stinky hack deck that you have there. Nice. That's the Elder Nations and another one of the thing I had here. CHOMPZILLA has elderberries too, so don't you think you've not seen the last of elderberries yet? Oh gosh, that's some more. Well, let's see. Captain Cucumbers United. Ah, Balloony Elders League. Let's start, shall we? This is the suckiest version, but not entirely suckiest, because by the way, you do not want to suck on these water balloons. You don't. Fuck, whatever. Well, sorry, I don't know what that was for, but water, but that's why they're people are just gonna laugh at this combo because it's so awkward. You just do the water balloons for a bit of control. That doesn't even matter. It's just for the mocking value, whatever. Elderberry, 15 copies of elderberry, which is all the copies you need. 8 hunted pumpkins for a lot of aggro, but this can backfire with the hunted pumpkin, and I've had it happen. Geyser Lizard, Ancient Vampire, bonus attack, and then I died. So I don't need to witness it again. Professor Brainstorm pissed the shit out of me when he died. Yeah, I haven't recorded because it was too funny. Too sad. So careful with how many monsters you give with the hunted pumpkin to the zombie hero. Second, Primal Sunflower easily ramps to hunted pumpkin. You also have 1 copy of Solar Blinds. Once you successfully play an elderberry, do plant food next turn. 10%, you have the plant food. You don't wait, you do it. Because it's expensive, it costs 4. Then water balloons. You need to draw more stuff. Flourish! Let's go. That's the Balloony Elders League. It's a really great deck. Hacked deck for CHOMPZILLA. Relies on a lot of elderberries, guys. But you want to see greater than this? Alright, it's not the only one that we have here. We also have the Unbreakable Elders League. And this time around, I got you covered a lot more seriously. 10 copies of elderberries. 4 plant foods. And let's just get to the basic stuff. Only 4 hunted pumpkin copies, because hunted pumpkins are good 1 attacking plant, 1 cost plants. Kernel Pool, do not underestimate Kernel Pool. Some zombie heroes might play a 1 hit point zombie. Kernel Pool just gets rid of them. Infinity Clones, Water Lane, freaking -1, bam, zombie hero fades out of existence. Not a zombie hero, the zombie play. Not a Kernel Pool, literally. Yeah, pretty efficient for getting rid of 1 H-pointed zombies. And play it on heights always. It's a team-up plant. Primal Sunflower, to fastly ramp to elderberry. These are serious plants, so you want both of them. Why you don't want Sunflower and Sanyoshun? Because they cost 2, so you cannot play them fast enough. There you go. That's why the basic Sunflower and Primal Sunflower are a lot more better in this scenario. Even though they ramp less. Then you got Sweet Potato, 2 sweet potatoes, move a zombie. Now we ain't just gonna forget Umbrella Leaf, are we? No, Umbrella Leaf here needs to be added too, because you can play Surgeon Strawberry on an empty lane. If Umbrella Leaf is still alive by the end of that turn, Surgeon Strawberry does not get answered by a rocket. You wanna get to the point where you can loop and play more Surgeon Strawberries, so keep in mind, have a lot of these plants surviving, the more you can play elderberries on top of them. Lily of the Valley. Now, you need Lily of the Valley because you can increase the weekly pants. Oh no, don't remove that. Okay, I would be damned. You can improve the weekly pants. The weak pants damage than HP. So that's why you need Lily of the Valley. +2/+2 when played the plant on heights. It costs 2, so you're gonna want to play it carefully. Only 2 flourishes because you never want to get more than 2. So 10 copies Surgeon Strawberry and 4 plant food. An experts only deck. There we go, done. You don't require anything else in the Unbreakable Elders League. That's all you need. Now you also have the pumpkins only and split peas only versions here. Let's get to them. Overpowered pumpkins. Pumpkins, we should. Is this a pumpkin? Wait a second. Ah, let's just. That changes my perspective. Enlightens in a different. Pumpkins. There you go, overpowered pumpkins. We get 20 copies of pumpkins. Man, this would backfire so hard if you give so many monsters to zombie hero. You'd give 20. Oh my gosh. You'd give 20 copies. No, you'd give 20 monsters to zombie heroes in total. Well, less considering anti-pumpkin is overpowered and could get the zombie hero down in a few turns. You also get Flourish, 4 copies of Flourish. Have a bit of Jack-o'-lantern too for a bit of a nice sense of value. You're also gonna get the plant. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. That sucks. Not in the doing. No, I hate getting hungry in the middle of a video. I just hate it. Well, it's just a tiny bit hungry. It's fine. I'm not gonna just. No. And there you go. Screw food. I know, guys. Sorry. Why does it have to exist? Why do people have to starve? Okay. Plant food. 4 copies of plant food. To combine with your hunted pumpkin. And then Sunstrike. You get 3 Sunstrikes. The more hunted pumpkin you have on the ground, the more the Sunstrike gets them with strike food. Now, since this is a squash deck, you're gonna wanna have 2 copies of squash. Destroys a zombie. If you need to. Then 3 copies of the red planted. You have so many hunted pumpkins, so just set up a red planted. Place hunted pumpkin on top of it. Bonus attack. Wins the game. Hunted pumpkin is a 1 casting plant once again, so CHOMPZILLA is just gonna spam this. If it backfires because of the Grizzard Lizard or some things like that, you're gonna have to let it. It can always just backfire, sadly. But the thing is, this wins really fast. Really fast. Damn. Also, Fertilizer, Flourish to make it work more further. There you go. Only hunted pumpkins in this deck and stuff to make it work. 20 hunted pumpkins. Now let's get the split peas. The split peas way is a bit more interesting because you just have 20 copies of split pea. Banana peel, just if you want to move a zombie and conjure a banana and move him out of the way of your split pea. Then pea pod. You can also have pea pod here, yes, of course. Now you have 4 copies of Torchwood too, because Torchwood and pea split pea. Torchwood is very good played in front of the pea shooter, so use just the Torchwood. Because obviously Torchwood is gonna be in this deck. Primal Sunflower, if you need some ramping, she's here as well. 2 Flourishes. 2 plant foods. 4 Gatling peas. Yes, yes. Since we're running so many copies of split peas, you need Gatling pea too. Guaranteedly Gatling pea wins the game in just 1 turn if zombie hero is not aware. They skip their turn, you play Gatling pea. They freak out. Just yeah. 20 copies of Split P. 4 copies of Split P. But yeah, you have a lot of things you can make the synergy happen. Also, bonus attack. I mean, do you need that as bonus attack? You could add 3 copies of bonus attack if you want, but I'll let it like this: 3 flourishes and 3 bonus attacks. Normally I go for 4 bonus attacks, but here I went just with 2 of them. Done. Oh yes, incredible decks, am I right? You see the X over here on SPUDOW's deck though? Wait just a second. The X, oh, you see on SPUDOW's deck was because I somehow managed to type in on a letter that you're not allowed to type. One letter. Let me show you. Alright, so first of all, this is the new deck of SPUDOW here. IMPFINITY. I realized you can also combine Infinite GIGANTACUS and PIRCAPS, which I've missed before because I did not know. Or maybe I did? No, I didn't. Now, IMPFINITY, the reason you saw the X over there, the red X, I'm not sure if this happened to anyone else before, but I typed in a letter from the keyboard. So, you can see that one arrow over there in the sentence, IMPFINITY. That turns into an red highlighted X, which is pretty cool, as you can see over here. Not sure if you've ever witnessed it, but I'm showcasing it right now because it happened to me. So IMPFINITY with an X letter. Can you still play the game? Of course you can. The X doesn't matter. It's just the game doesn't know what kind of letter is that. So instead it places an X on the deck. It's pretty cool. And red highlighted X. IMPFINITY, so there you go. 30 GIGANTACUS and 10 PIRCAPS. You win the game. There we go. That's for SPUDOW here. Spiky Dungeon. GIGANTACUS will PIRCAP once again. Synergize really well. Let's just go with this one, guys. The Spiky Dungeon. Kinda give me some credits. I've even tried this. It focuses on entirely doing damage to the zombie hero's face. My gosh, I was shocked. It worked. It freaking worked. You can blast the zombie hero with tricks to the face too, and it just gets the job done. Since you have so many GIGANTACUS that do bullseye damage either way, I thought myself, ooh, let's just push this to an all new level. Yet I only took 1 copies of each because we couldn't have that many. Still want to rely mostly on GIGANTACUS, but now you can draw one of these beauties as well. You can either hurt them to the face with the Astro Shroom, beside hurting them with only GIGANTACUS and infinite spiking, which is a spiking dungeon apocalypse. Berry blast them to the face, Shelf Mushroom them to the face, Hypernetic Berry them to the face, PIRCAP, Myronat them to the face. Also DJ Morning Glory, Sonic Bloom them to the face. Then also Bluesberry them to the face. I managed to win only by Bluesberrying one zombie hero to the face. That was just enough. Bluesberry, then you also get Electric Blueberry to their faces. Unless you want to strike their faces, of course. Dandelion King to their faces. And also Grapes of Wrath to their faces. A lot of things you can do to their faces. Now it wasn't required, but I was so damn curious and I wanted to make this happen that I just had to do it. I couldn't resist the urge and temptation to not do it. So there you go, now we have the Spiky Dungeon invented. You can just have fun blasting the zombie heroes' faces with all you got there. Zombie plays a zombie, what do? No, you don't destroy the zombie, you destroy the zombie hero face. you ignore the zombie. I mean, go with, not and you can go a GIGANTACUS in front of the zombie, but just go for the face, you know. You have so many GIGANTACUS that the zombie hero just struggles to keep up with it. It just spikes them infinitely. This thing is unfair, guys. Don't you see what I'm getting at? Alright then. So just blast their face and not worry what a zombie they play. There's no way they're gonna be that fast. There is a way sometimes, but still. You know when it happened to me? Oh gosh, it stinks. It happened twice. I had a zombie hero who had... I was fighting the bots, not the ranked. The bots. Talking about bots. Newspaper zombie! GIGANTACUS explodes. Plus, oh gosh, this happened. The newspaper zombie got to 13 damage and hit me to the face. Cause no, the only thing that could withstand this deck is newspaper zombie. You're not aware of him. Comes out of the gravestone. Galacticus dies in front of him. Then he leaves. He strikes you with a newspaper to the face, and you're nearly dead. Yeah, that could also. That's just the only thing that you could ever be concerned of in a Galacticus deck. Other than that, there's nothing else you need to be concerned of. Only newspaper zombie, because I swear, bro, newspaper zombie would come out of his gravestone. He gets spiked, he survives. You lose the Galacticus on the lane. You get struck by his newspaper by a lot of damage. You see, it can happen. And that's it here. Citron. Let's move to Citron's hack decks. Trinoterots. Why Trinoterots? Well, dex explains itself. This is all there is here. 4 copies of Forget-Me-Nots, 26 copies of Triceratops, 10 copies of Primal Walnuts. It's a challenge deck, so it's not the best. It's really slow if you're thinking about it, because you have to invest a lot of suns for each turn. Which is slow, but Forget-Me-Nots help a bit to get Triceratops in time. That's all you can do in this deck. Then Triceratops United, we already know the deck. This deck with the version I combined with, yeah, like this. We have one more, Primal Walnuts Union. It's like Professor Brainstorm's Regifters. It's as worse as that, actually. You only have 35 copies of Primal Walnuts and no Triceratops at all. But now, Glory, how do you do damage in that deck? Primal Walnut does 0 damage. Easy. I'm glad you asked, and I'ma tell you. It's really easy. It's really easy. You just do pecan. In case you get it, whatever. Primal Walnut. Conjure a card that costs 4 more. Then 4 copies of Forget-Me-Nots. To buy time. Infinite Conjuring, y'all. This conjures a card that costs 4 suns or more. It can conjure any plant card in the existence. By Primal Walnut, that's right. Keep playing Primal Walnut, keep conjuring plants, and I can see this gotta be challenging for Citron, since the only thing he can rely on is the plants he conjures from Primal Walnut. If he gets really lucky, he can also get the Pecanolith to get it done. If you have like Primal Walnuts in every name. But that's not gonna happen, bro! We have so many aggressive zombie heroes this season. How is he gonna pull it off? Whatever. Primal Walnuts, there is for Citron. The most challenging one so far there. Alright. Now Grass Chuckles. Grass Knuckles. Sorry, I'm not talking like the Smash. Grass Knuckles, guys. Let's call him properly. Galactapod Nutshells. One new deck for him. This one is really creative as well. Like, I'm just really a heck of a creative one for Walnut and Spudow too. It had to happen for Grass Knuckles as well. Now Grass Knuckles also combines the, interestingly enough, in this Galacticus deck, Pot Fighter. Now Pot Fighter is a P plant, but this does a bonus tag when you play a plant here or next door. Even a team up plant counts. Everything you just play. This is just for some cute damage to their faces, because I told you how enough it's Galacticus to wreck all of them pretty much. Then you just got 4 copies of Flourish. I should have added 2, but whatever. Challenge deck. Hibernating Berry, 4 Pear Cubs, 4 Myronuts. You still have 20 Galacticus, so keep in mind you play them most of the times. Pot Fighter. Now beside Galacticus, you can also deal damage to their faces using Pot Fighter. Yay! Fun! So much fun! Doing like that, and then Myronut. Hibernating Berry. Here Cup. That's it. Quite some fun combinations you can combine Galacticactus with over here. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Alright. Well now. I'm doing this game such a big favor, honestly. Ah yes, we should move on to our dear friend and mushroom forever friend, Nightcap. Astropuffs' May Chargers. Why do I call it like that? Weird name, Nergori. They charge, they strike to face, they astro puff to their faces, and they also May flower on the water lane. May play the Mayflower on the water lane. And you can also conjure a corn, squash, or bean. If Nightcap pulls out the Mayflower, he gets the award. Easy. Also 12 copies of Sportacuses. This is the most copies of Sportacuses I've ever had so far. And Astro Shroom. Yep. Whew, that's a lot. There's a lot you can do just with this tiny deck that Nightcap has over here. Astropuffs' May Chargers. It's just simply brilliant. Brilliantly thought of. Cute Mayflowers. Cute alright, well. Astropuffs' May Chargers. Astrocusis United. We know that one. Cosmic Beans United. Poison Mushrooms United. We know that one. Nightcap's Mushroom. That's the only one I have here, bruh. I just have to showcase the other one too, bruh. Nah. There's another one called on the other device, Sportacuses of Lazy Town. That one uses 20 copies of Sportacuses and then with whatever synergy stuff I added over there. Yep, just in case you were curious. We're gonna get that too eventually. Anyways, only one over here on my device for Nightcap, the rest are on the other device. Let's get to Rose here. Rose, for as far as I cared on this device, I did not give her any new decks, so out of all playing heroes, she has the least amount of decks because she uses Astrovera and Darmea Dragonfruit that I previously spent time to make it work. These are really expensive plans, so I can't make much things happen. But more than this, I mean. We're done. So these are all the playing hero hack decks. We don't have Torchwood and Bella Carotina, so don't you even worry for them. The tournament now can begin since I clarified it. We clarified a bit more things. Let me just see. 3 lives on all of their decks. I've already said that. The awards, I've been mentioning about them. Right. Decks. All the decks are gonna be random choose. I got them on my PC, so gonna now have to random choose them. First playing hero and first zombie hero that we're gonna have is let's just get him ready. Also, I might have to stop episodes because sometimes I will not have a deck that I have on the other device over here, so I'm gonna have to go and hack it again and then come back, delete the deck, come back, hack it again. You know how much time it takes, especially for the stupid thinking caps, because thinking caps remove themselves for some weird reason each time I hack it, so I have to add the thinking caps back as well, so I have to hack it twice practically and then hack it, reverse it back. It does take some time, but I can do it pretty fast since all you have to do is add back the card data, then add the hack card data, then add it back, then add the fucking recipe decks. Alright, good. We established it. Hacking is a really tough process, but it can be very worth it. Like what we're doing here, guys, in my opinion, is the most worth it thing out of all. Yes. The funniest, best. Absolutely, it can be anything you want it to be. It's just so great. I swear. Great. Didn't have to beat myself in the leg, but whatever. We're gonna start right after I take a break to go and stuff my belly, because we're not gonna be able because what? Oh, because I'm gonna need to go and stuff my belly. I'm gonna need to eat. Why is food important? Because people starve. Let's see what good food. Okay, fine. Great. Hope I eat some great food before this. I'm also pretentious on the food, you know. If you don't give me the best stuff to eat, I'll be like, no, this shit is not good. And so yeah, it's gonna be like, we all require very good food to survive. But this is like World War. I'm joking. We all require extremely good foods. I'm just. First combination is gonna be Brain Freeze. First deck Cat Queens, and Solar Flare is gonna have the Moleculing Masters on the other device. Now the Moleculing Masters, this one has 20 copies of molecules. Yeah, stuff. Velocity Hunters are in this too, so good. Alright, Cat Queens against Moleculing Masters. We'll see who wins, either Brain Freeze and Solar Flare. I will win and brighten everyone's day. No, Solar Flare, I will win. The Grand Brain Freeze. Freeze your son. No, you cannot freeze my son. Yes, I can. And then we can start afterwards. That's what it means, yes. Of course, now, Glory, we're gonna be right here. Of course, me and you, Solar Flare, I'm standing right next to you. Can I have a bite of the ice cream? No, it's my ice cream. Give it to me! Give it! Whoa, whoa, hello, guys.